Hi, welcome to this week's Tennis Warehouse vlog, part 2 of Playtester picks. Let's get right into the gear. First up, I've grabbed my racket of choice in an all-new cosmetics. This is the Tecnifibre TFight 300 ID. So it comes in the blue. If you're watching the tournament up there in New York, you would have seen the players rocking this one at that event. And there's some cool New York features in the cosmetic of this racket as well. I love it in the blue. I think it offers that same great playability, same amount of spin, power, precision, and whippability, as Troy Lara would like to say, I get from the regular white version, I get in the blue version as well. And I just can be really creative with this racket. So it's a very fast racket, and that's what I enjoy most about it. It gives me good access to angles. I'm really enjoying the stability I get for it on my soft touch volleys as well, for being such a light, fast racket. So highly recommend trying this one out. And on the handle, I have Wilson's new Absorbx Overgrip. It's a dry grip, absorbs sweat really well, keeps my hand dry and able to get a nice loose grip on the racket without it twisting in my hand, even when I'm in hot, sweaty conditions. The only downside of this, it does make your hand a little bit red, but it's very minor. So some of the color does come off on your hand, but it doesn't bother me when I'm playing, and I really like the performance of that one. Okay, so check in with Tiff and her picks.
Thanks, Chris. I also brought a blue racket for my first pick. This one here is the Prince Ripcord 100 in the 300 gram weight. It does come in two lighter weights, a 280 and a 265 gram. I'm really enjoying the 300 gram version though. I love Prince rackets. I am a Textreme Tour 100P user. However, when I'm looking for a little bit more easy power, this is one I turn to, and I've been grabbing this one off the wall quite a bit. I enjoy its easy power, but it's also very controllable. I'm finding it's just a really good fit for my game, my counterpunching game. And my second pick is the updated CT Rally. This is the New Balance CT Rally 2 in the standard width. It does come in a D width as well. And when I'm not playtesting shoes, these are shoes I've been coming back to. I really enjoy the cushioning of these. It's super cushioned underfoot, so I feel really protected, and I really like the stability. Compared to the first version, I feel that the fit is a little bit more streamlined. I feel like I'm moving a little bit better in these, and overall, just loving the protection that I'm getting from these shoes on the court. Those are my picks for this week, and next we're gonna check in with Munish.
Thank you, Tiff. Today I also have two things. First was the cosmetic, just like Chris, but this is for the Yonex Percept 100D. I've played with that racket for a decent amount, and then this cosmetic comes out, I was just starstruck. It pays homage to like the previous versions of the Yonex Percept. It used to be called the Vico Pro, so it has that logo from the older one and some of the detailing up here as well. The racket itself is the 18-19 with a 100 square inch head size, so you have a lot of forgiveness, but then you have that control, the whippability, and just good feel in general. So I really like this frame. And then moving on, I have this RF backpack that I have been using for some of my travels recently. It's perfect in my opinion for just any type of travel you're looking to do. It's got a nice shoe tunnel. Here you can hold up to 3. I have 2 in here. I have had 3 in here before. And then there's a nice like laptop case and everything in here as well. So just a perfect travel backpack if you're looking to get one. And there's another cosmetic coming as well for the Laver Cup season, so make sure to check that out as well. So I'm gonna throw it over to Troy now to see what he's got for you this time around.
For my playtester picks this time around, I'm picking the same shoe that Tiffani did. Now we're both picking this shoe. That means for sure it's a good choice. But this is the CT Rally 2. The previous version of this shoe, the original CT Rally, has been my favorite shoe probably for the past couple years. And this update does not disappoint. The comfort is great. I really love the Fresh Foam X cushioning in the midsole. Just really nice and plush. That's a big part of what I look for in my court shoes, is that comfort. Spending a lot of time on court, I need that dampening, that cushioning under the balls of my feet. So I really love that. It's still a nice and stable shoe. Also, I noticed with this update, the upper material is one of the biggest changes. It's a little softer, definitely more breathable. They've added some mesh openings compared to the last one, so that's a plus. But yeah, just a little bit softer, a little bit more flexible on the upper. I would say the last one maybe has a little bit more of like a a lateral kind of wider base in the forefoot, giving me maybe just a slight more stability. But this one's still very supportive, very comfortable. It comes in 2 widths if you have a wide foot for men and for women, and just a really good option there. And it has a 6-month durability guarantee for you team players, you grinders. Great shoe choice. So this is my favorite right now. And then next up, I have a really great classic feeling racket here in the Wilson Ultra Pro 1619 V4. This is the more open string pattern. We also have it in an 1820 dense string pattern, but really good price point. I believe they're right around $179 right now. We still have quite a few left. The new V5 Ultra Pro is very much a different racket, a stiffer, more powerful racket. So if you're a fan of the thinner beam, more classic kind of frames, 97 head size, it's a 305 gram and it has a pretty whippable, maneuverable swing weight. This one's easy to customize, so that's what I like about it. I can put a leather grip, some weight in the hoop, but I just love that comfortable plush precision and the spin you get from the open pattern. So that's my other pick. Just an honorable mention, check out our Nike Everyone Watches Arena. We have this t-shirt, we have Naomi, and we have Kinwin. They're selling fast, so if you're a fan of women's tennis and just tennis in general, make sure you get one of those. And I'm gonna pass it to Chris, and he's gonna finish off with some vintage rackets.
Thanks a lot, Troy. Okay, let's get into that vintage now. First up, I've got a Head Vilas here. It's the open throat version of the Head Vilas. Beautiful playing racket. The string has been in here since back in the day, so if you're gonna get this one out on the court, you might wanna get it restrung. We have racket experts here that will restring a wooden racket for you, no problem. If you're a little gun shy of doing it, there is definite technique to string in the wood rackets. This one in great condition, great playable racket, beautiful one to have in your collection, and a fun one to get out on the court and hit. Another racket for sure I would be hitting if it was in my collection is this Yonex Titanium 400. This one's mid plus head size, 98 square inches. Got a slightly thicker beam to it, so you can get some nice pop from this. And just like rackets from this area, it's got more weight to it than you would get from a wider body racket today. So you're gonna get the plow through power from the weight, a little bit of help from the thicker beam, and one is gonna be a fun racket to hit for sure. And then last but not least, I have a Prince Precision Graphite 640. So this one with the 95 square inch head. Love the green and purple cosmetic. You have that crossbar stabilizer right there, and the throat, plastic still on the handle. Again, another one that would be fun to get out and hit if you have it in your collection. And that's all we've got for this week. Thank you so much for watching.